Welcome in another episode on IELTS. I'm Sandra from Study English Online, and today we will be discussing writing task number 2, writing an introduction to an essay. In writing task 2, you will be asked to write an essay. Sometimes a letter, but usually it's an essay. So today we will discuss writing introduction to your essay. Before we move to that, I will give you basic information about this task. It's about 40 minutes long and it requires you to write an essay which contains about 250 words. It's more or less 12 sentences. It is crucial to use proper language. What do I mean by that? While writing your essay, you must use academic style. You mustn't use contractions like doesn't, isn't. We always write do not, does not, is not in essay. And you mustn't use colloquial language, of course. Furthermore, your style must be impersonal, which means that words like I, you, he, she, it, or expressions such as, in my opinion, from my point of view, are not allowed in this type of writing. Each essay must be structured properly, which means that you need to start with an introduction, then you have the main body, and the conclusion in the end. Try as you might to use advanced vocabulary and grammar structure. IELTS essay is not a place to show off your poetic skills using flowery metaphors and so on. Advanced grammar structure, advanced vocabulary, academic style, but nothing poetical. So, how to write an introduction? Let's look at the topic of our essay. Let's say this is our topic. Education is recognized as vital to the future of any society in today's world. Governments throughout the world should make education compulsory for all children between ages of 5 and 15. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? As you can see, IELTS writing topics may be sometimes very vague. The first thing you must do is to analyze the topic. Read it once, twice, 3 times, as many times as you need to understand it well. And now you need to start. Don't be general. Don't say something like nowadays many people believe. Don't give some general information about the topic like education is very important. If you want to get 7 or more points, don't do it. It's too easy, it's too common, and it's boring. How to do it? There is a simple formula. You can just paraphrase the sentence, the topic, or one sentence of the topic if the topic is very vague. Look at that. The original sentence is, governments throughout the world should make education compulsory for all children between the ages of 5 and 15. Let's paraphrase it. Pupils between 5 and 15 years old should be obligatory sent to schools by authorities around the world. What has just happened here? I switched the order of the sentence, so I started from the end, and then I used synonyms to paraphrase. Pupils instead of children, obligatory instead of compulsory, sent to school instead of making education compulsory, authorities, governments throughout the world, around the world. And that was the first step. You have the first sentence of your introduction. What's next? The next step, step number 2, is writing a thesis statement. Thesis statement is the most important sentence in your essay. Maybe not in your essay, but in your introduction. You cannot skip it. Not putting thesis statement in your introduction is a serious error. Look at the topic again. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? If the question says, to what extent do you agree or disagree, it means you are required to write an opinion essay. Thesis statement must show your opinion. How to state your opinion if you cannot say, in my opinion? Look at that. This essay agrees that mandatory schooling is crucial for the future of civilization. Or you can say, this essay doesn't agree. You used impersonal language because the sentence states, this essay agrees, not in my opinion or I think. And after reading such a thesis statement, the reader, the examiner, knows exactly your opinion and what you will be proving in your essay. In the last sentence, an outline sentence, you show the arguments to support your thesis. You have only 250 words, so 2 good arguments are enough. And that's how an outline sentence may look like. Firstly, this essay will discuss decreasing extreme poverty areas as a result of obligatory schooling, and secondly, it will discuss the education beneficial effects on civilization development. And now let's put it all together. Pupils between 5 and 15 years old should be obligatory sent to schools by authorities around the world. This essay agrees that mandatory schooling is crucial for the future of civilization. Firstly, this essay will discuss decreasing extreme poverty areas as a result of obligatory schooling, and secondly, it will discuss the education beneficial effect on civilization development. And ta-da! Here you have your introduction. It has everything it requires. Thesis statement, outline statement, you show your opinion and you show your arguments. So you give the reader, the examiner, an idea what your essay will be about. In conclusion, you need to use formal academic language. The second thing, when you're writing an introduction, do it in 3 simple steps. Step 1, paraphrase the topic. Thesis statement, write thesis statement, and write an outline statement. And here is one topic for you to practice. Some businesses now say that no one can smoke cigarettes in any of their offices. Some governments have banned smoking in all public places. Do you agree or disagree? Give the reasons. As you can see, it's also an opinion essay. Remember, be specific. Beating around the bush will cost you points. Write your introduction. You can put it in the comments down below so we can discuss it. It's all for today. Subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Bye bye.